Now, one man's journey from Prime Minister to former Prime Minister has brought Pakistan to a standstill. But pretty soon, Imran Khan may have company. Thousands of miles away, another Prime Minister is facing a no-confidence vote. Boris Johnson of Britain. It was always on the cards. Johnson's lockdown parties have divided the Tories. Many of them wanted him to resign, to give way to a new Prime Minister. And today, it could actually happen. At 6 p.m. British time, Boris Johnson faces a no-confidence motion. It's a bit different from what we see here in India. This no-confidence vote is not against the Tories. It's only against the Prime Minister, which means it is a bit of an internal election. Only Conservative Party lawmakers will vote. Labour MPs are not part of it. So how do you trigger this vote? If 15% of Tory MPs write a letter demanding it, the vote will happen. Right now, there are 359 Tory MPs in Parliament. 54 of them had to request for a no-confidence vote. On Monday, that threshold was achieved.
I'll say what was in the written statement if it's helpful to you, which is simply to say that the threshold of 15% of the parliamentary party seeking a vote of confidence in the Prime Minister has been passed. Therefore, a vote of confidence will take place within the rules of the 1922 committee.
That is step one. Step two is the actual vote. To survive, Boris Johnson needs a simple majority, half plus one. If you do the math, that's 180 votes. If 180 MPs vote for Boris Johnson, he will be safe. Not just for today, but for an entire year. If Johnson wins today, he cannot be challenged for the next 12 months. That's what the Tory rulebook says. But what if he does not get the votes? Then Boris Johnson will have to resign. The Tories will hold an internal leadership election. Whoever wins that election will become the next Prime Minister. Some names are already doing the rounds. Finance Minister Rishi Sunak, Foreign Minister Liz Truss, even Johnson's old challenger Jeremy Hunt. Johnson had defeated Hunt to claim the Tory leadership in 2019. Now Hunt wants payback. He's urging all Conservative MPs to oust Boris Johnson. The question is, will he succeed? And frankly, it's a 50-50 call. Publicly, Boris Johnson's cabinet has offered him full support. Rishi Sunak, Liz Truss, Sajid Javid, all of them have tweeted in support of Prime Minister Johnson. But here's the problem. The no-confidence vote is a secret ballot, which means anything goes. Johnson's cabinet is filled with potential successors. So will they support him or put their own career first? In Britain, it's usually a no-brainer, especially among the Tories. They're notorious for abandoning their leaders. That's one reason why Boris Johnson will be wary. Another reason is this one, the lack of public support. This weekend, Boris Johnson arrived at St. Paul's Cathedral for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. Take a look at the reception that he got. You saw that, some pretty loud boos there. So later today, the Tories will have to ask themselves an important question. Is Boris Johnson now a liability? His Partygate scandal is not disappearing. He failed to deliver in the local elections. So is it wise to keep backing him, especially with two by-elections around the corner? They're scheduled for the 23rd of this month. And the Tories are expected to lose both, one to the Labour Party, the other to the Liberal Democrats. But that's not the only question. They must also think of alternatives after Boris Johnson. Who? Rishi Sunak's approval ratings are equally bad, if not worse. Liz Truss has become synonymous with gaffes. So Boris Johnson could be their best bet for the moment. And the Prime Minister is eager to prove that. He had a busy week planned. Johnson was going to announce a new housing and health policy. He was also planning to come up with a major overhaul of the NHS. Both populist ideas, but now he may not have the opportunity. The no-confidence vote will begin by around 6 p.m. British time. That's 10:30 p.m. IST. The whole process could take around 2 hours. The result will be announced immediately. Whatever happens, the Tories are bracing for a tough period because this crisis goes beyond just the lockdown parties. It is a result of pandemic mismanagement. Boris Johnson first downplayed the virus. He compared it to the flu. He then contemplated letting the virus spread. And when he started believing the science, it was too late. We called it right from the start. The pandemic would claim many political careers. But tonight we will know if Boris Johnson joins that list. If Queen Elizabeth will get her 15th Prime Minister on her Platinum Jubilee. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.